First of all, I'm not unbiased about this. I'll be very clear. I am biased because Obamacare bears a lot of similarities to what I was advocating for when I was running for president. So I think it's the right move, and it's moving in the right direction. I do think that, and I think it's crucial to addressing poverty. Absolutely crucial. I mean, one of the things that I would see in all these poverty clinics and poverty centers I'd go to is one of the big traps that people who were living on, in a very fragile economic existence was some kind of healthcare problem in their family. Healthcare problem happens, they're in the ditch. So I think Obamacare is very important in that respect. We had, 45 million plus who didn't have any healthcare coverage. I think that was important. Addressing that, making sure they're covered. It's a hot political issue, and because there were problems in the initiation of it, with the website and all that, well documented, I don't need to go back over them, that those are being used politically by the opponents of that healthcare system, and being used fairly effectively. But that's a short-term blip on the radar. I mean, for anybody with any vision, obviously, any kind of massive overhaul of a healthcare system is going to run into bureaucratic snarls unless you're a genius. And there are probably things not probably, I'm sure there are things we can and should have done better. But that system can be made to work. It absolutely can be made to work. Now, the thing, without getting too much into, this is something I am a little in the weeds on, but I'll promise no more than 60 seconds on this. No, make it 120. The way Obamacare works is it's a state market. It's not a United States market, it's a state-by-state market. So the markets are established in individual states. And what's happened is the healthcare insurance companies have set rates based upon estimates, which in many cases are guesses, about what the composition of the group will be that they'll be covering. They don't know how big it's going to be, and they don't know what kind of people are going to be in it, how sick they are, how young they are, how old they are, etc. One very encouraging sign has been that recently, like in January and February, there was a significant uptick in young people signing up. And when they need young, healthy people, that's what keeps the rate down, that's what keeps the cost down, it's what makes the system work. But I think everybody who pays attention would acknowledge that it'll probably be 2016, 2017, maybe even later, before we really know whether the economics work, or whether there need to be, the system can still be made to work, or whether it's going to require more money from the government than they're presently doing. So, and I think that is as best we could have, politically palatable, I think would be the right word, to get something done and to get people covered. I think it was a great thing to do. And I was for it, and I was proud of him for doing it, and I support him. That's the first thing. I said when I was running that this possibly should be the first step to moving towards single payer. I think we have to make this work. I thought it would be way too big a jump because of what Americans were accustomed to. And I knew what the rhetoric and the money that would be spent on the other side would look like. And so this, I thought, was practical. It made sense. It was principled. And so I support what happened. But I think we need to see where that goes and then make a judgment about, I myself am not in any way opposed to single payer. And if that's where we need to go, it's fine with me to go there. I think we just need to see how well this system works, where its kinks are, what can be fixed, and whether we need to make another more dramatic step.